Hello everyone. In this session, we'll see a second program of your lab, computer science lab. So that here the program name is nothing but a C++ program to insert an element into an array at a given position. Okay. So in this, we need to specify or we need to insert an element into an existing array at a particular position. Okay, so for this we need to include four header files. So these are the required header files for this program. I shall include ivostream.h for input output stream. So by making use of this header files, we can use cin, cout, cerr and clog in our program, and ash include io_manip.h, that means for manipulation purpose. So that by making use of that header files, we can include setw, getw in our program. Okay, then ash include conio.h. So with help of this console input output header files, we can include get ch and clear screen in our program. Okay, and ash include stdlib, that is standard library.h. So by making use of this header files, we can include exit of zero function in our program. Okay, so there is a difference between break and exit. So if we are using break in our program, in the sense that will comes out of the loop. So if we are executing a program in any operations like for loop, if loop, if you are using a break inside those loops, then it will comes out of that loop. Okay, but when we are using exit of zero, in the sense that will comes out of the program. That will be a difference between break and exit of zero function. Okay, then so I'm creating a class called insertion. Okay, so here class is a keyword and insertion is a class name, and here we have some of the data members and member function. Okay, so by default access specifier is private. So if you are not specifying, in the sense that will be in the private mode. Okay, so here int is a data type, so all the values will be in the integer mode. So m of 100, that means I'm specifying the size of an array. Okay, element, and p is nothing but position. Okay, in order to specify the position in an array. Then so these four are the data members of a class called insertion. So these are the data members, and here we have three member function: get data, insert and display. So these are the member function which is declared inside the class and defining outside the class. Okay, so this ends the class scope. That means flower closing of the flower basis with semicolon is nothing but termination of the class, or where the class scopes ends. Okay, so in order to access or in order to define any member function outside the class, we need to follow some syntax. That means we need to specify the return type, then class name, then scope resolution operator along with a member function. Okay, so void is a return type here and insertion is a class name. Here we have a double colon, that is scope resolution operator, that allows us to define a member function outside the class definition. Right, get data is a member function here, and this indicates the opening of the class, opening of the function called get data. So in get data member function, we are going to get some data from the user. For example, cout, how many elements we need to specify the element. For example, if it can be either 10, 15, 20. Okay, so that will be stored in the value or variable called n. That means we need to specify some number of elements. If it is 5, in the sense it allows us to enter 5 elements. If it is 10, then it allows us to enter 10 elements. Okay, so that we need to specify the n value. Then again cout, enter the elements. So cout is enclosed between these insertion operator. Okay, for cin we are using extraction operator. Then enter the elements. We need to specify the elements. Okay, so cin is used, cin which is using extraction operator, which is a pre-programmed for all the standards. Okay, C++ data type is the easiest way to get bytes from an input stream of an object. Then so this cout is nothing but insertion operator. That means we are including some values into that variable statement. So enter the elements. We need to specify more than one element, so that here I'm using for loop. Okay, for I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. I in the first iteration I value will be 0 up to less than n value. For example, if the elements, how many elements is if the element size is 5, then it will be repeated up to 5 iteration. For example, if 5 less than 5, that is not true, because 5 is not less than 5, it is equal to 5. At that time it comes out of the loop. Okay, by making use of this cin, it's going to fetch the value into an array. That means we are entering more than one element, so element must be in the type of array. N. Enter the element to be inserted. We need to specify the element which needs to be inserted to an existing array. So that cin element. Okay. Again, we need to specify the position. Enter the position 0 to n, because position should not exceed n value. For example, if the n value is 5, then it allows to enter the position from 0 to 4, because index starts with 0. For example, m of 0, m of 1, m of 2, m of 3, m of 4, m of 4. That is enough for n value of 5. Then cin p, that means position. We need to specify the position, whether it want to be in first position, second position, third position, like that. Okay, if it is in first position, in the sense that will be second element, because index starts from 0th position. Getting? So it's all about get data member function. Then here we have a insert member function. So void insertion is a class name, and these nothing but scope resolution operator, and insert is a member function. So we need to check if a position is greater than number of elements. For example, if the position is I have taken n value as a 5. Okay, so p is nothing but position. We need to specify the position which is less than n. Okay, if it is exceeds the n, then that will be an invalid position, because we need to specify the position which is within that range. Okay, so that if p is greater than n, at that time what it's going to display, cout p, that means position is an invalid position, because it exceeds the value of n. Okay, so when it has a capacity to hold 5 elements in the sense, then the position must be within 5. If it is 6, 7, 8 except within 5, then that will be an invalid position. Okay, at that time it comes out of the screen, that means exit of 0. Okay, so it's all about insertion. That means if p is greater than n, or else what we are going to get, we are going to use for int I equals to n minus 1, and I greater than or equal to p, I minus minus. So in later I will explain this loop again. Then m of I plus 1 equals m of I. So whatever the value which is in m of I, that will be stored or assigned to m of I plus 1. Then element value will be moved to m of p, that means position value. Then n will be incremented. So this iteration will be given at end, and cout. So if all this condition becomes true, at that time it's going to insert an element successfully into an array. Okay, so that cout element is successfully inserted. Okay, so it's all about insert member function. Then after performing all the operation, that needs to be displayed on the screen. So that void insertion is a class name, scope resolution operator, then displays a member function. Then cout the array after the insertion is. So once it is get inserted into an array, that needs to be displayed on the screen. That means we are displaying more than one element. So I need to go with for loop. For int I equals to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus. Okay, cout set w of 4, m of I. Okay, that means the array values are stored in m of I up to n value, which is I less than n value. Okay, and then after completion of all the member function, we need to have the main function. Okay, so main function is nothing but void main function. So in that we need to create an object for a class called insertion. Okay. So here set w is nothing but it's a set. That means we are setting the width. It behaves if the member width were called within n as an argument. Okay, so it can be inserted or extracted on an input stream or output stream. It is mainly used to set the field width, which is to be used on the output operation. Okay, then clear screen. Insertion is a class name and I is an object. I dot get data, I dot insert, and I dot display. Okay, and get ch, then closing of the main function. Okay, I am going to explain this loop by manual work. So now we'll go with the output, that is alt F9. Here I am not getting any errors or warning. So I am going to run the program. So enter how many elements. I need to specify the elements. So in this case I am taking 5 as an element. So it allows me to enter 5 elements. So 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay. After that, I need to enter an element which needs to be inserted. Apart from all these elements, I want to insert one more element. So I need to enter that element. Okay. After that, I need to specify the position 0 to 5. Okay. So if it is 0 in the sense, that will be first element 10. If it is 1, if the position is 1, then 20. If the position is 2, then 30. If the position is 3, 40. If the position is 4, 50. Okay, so I have included an element 60 and I want it to be in the second position. That means second position in the sense third element. Okay, so I'm going to give the position as 2. Then what must be the output? 10, 20, then 60, 30, 40, 50. We'll see now. So 60 is successfully inserted. The array after the insertion is 10, 20, 60, 30, 40, 50. Because 10 is nothing but first element and that is m of 0, and 20 is the second element m of 1, and 60 is the second position m of 2. Okay, element value is 60 and next we have 30, that is the third position, 40 is the fourth position, and 50 will be in fifth position. But the element is sixth one, but position is fifth one because index starts from 0. So 0 to 5. Getting? So this is how we need to include, or this is how we need to insert an element into an array. So we'll see another example or another output. That means the position must be greater than n. At that time we are going to get an error. That means it comes out of the screen and it will display invalid position. So I am going to take this as 3, enter the elements 11, 22, 33. Enter the element to be inserted 44. So here I am eligible to enter the position from 0 to 3. So but I am going to take this position as a 6. So now we'll see. It will move out of the screen because we have used exit of 0 function. We'll see now. Right? So once it comes out of the screen, I am going to take Alt F5. Alt F5. Then it's going to display like 6 is an invalid position because 6 exceeds the value of position. That means which is limited to 3 in this case, but 6 is not less than 3. It is greater than 3, right? So that it will come out of the loop. That means it comes out of the screen. Okay. So this is how insertion operation takes place. And this I'm going to explain this loop manually. Okay.
So now we'll see the iteration of insertion. Here n value is 6. That means this allows us to enter 6 elements. So here elements are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Then what is the location or position of this 10? That is m of 0. Index starts from m of 0, and here for 20 we have m of 1, m of 2, m of 3, m of 4 and m of 5. Okay, always position is 1 less than the n value. Okay, so that position equals n minus 1. So n is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, so that position will be up to 5 because index starts from 0. So 0th position or first position element is 10 and last position element is 60. Okay, so first so here we have 3 member function: get data, insert and display. Okay, so in get data we need to specify the size of n. So here I have taken that as 6. So enter the elements. For loop will be there when you want to take more than, so when you want to take more than one element or more than one value, at that time we need to go with for loop. So for I equals to 0, I less than and I plus plus. So initially I value is 0. Okay, it will going to check whether 0 is less than 6 because here n value is 6. It's going to check whether 0 is less than 6. So it is true. At that time it will going to take the m of 0, that is 10. Then I will be incremented to 1. At this time I becomes 1. So it will going to check whether 1 is less than 6. So this is also true. At that time m of 1, that means 20 will be placed, so that it will going to take up to m of 5. Okay, at last it will going to check whether 5 is less than 6, but this condition becomes true. After that this 60 will be added into the number of elements. Then it will going to check 6 less than 6, but 6 is not less than 6, 6 is equal to 6, so that it will become false. Then it will comes out of the loop. At that time it will stop taking the elements from user. Okay, so n value specify ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ 100. I want to insert 100 element into array. Okay, so I need to specify the position where I want to insert. For example, here we have m of 0 to m of 5. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ 100 ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ m of 3. I want to insert 100 at m of 3. Okay, so 3 will be the position here. I want to insert at a m of 3. Okay, so this is regarding get data member function. So now we'll see the insert member function. So in order to define any member function outside the class, first we need to specify the return type, then class name and scope resolution operator. So this is mainly used to define the member function outside the class. Okay, so here member function name is insert. So first what we need to do, we need to check whether the given position is greater than n. So here I have taken position as 3 and the n value is 6. So it will going to check whether 3 is greater than 6. It's going to check whether 3 is greater than 6 because we should specify the position only within the range. So 6 ಗಿಂತ that means 5 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗಿಂತ ಅಥವಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಂಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ p greater than n, for example if p is, that means position is greater than n value. So here we have 6 as a n value. If it is greater than 6, at that time it will going to display invalid position. But in our case 3 is not greater than 6, so that it becomes false. Then it will come to this point. Okay, so what it's going to do now, so I will be assigned to I equals n minus 1. So n value is 6 minus 1, that means I becomes 5 here. Then it will going to check whether 5, because I andre 5, I greater than or equal to position. What is the position value? 3. So 5 is greater than or equal to 3. So this is true. Okay, at that time loop will come here, m of I plus 1. Okay, so I value is nothing but this 5 plus 1, that means 6. M of 6 equals m of I. M of I is nothing but what? M of 5. What's there in m of 5? 60. Okay, so that 60 will be moved to m of 6. That means it is incremented by 1. Already m of 5 ಇತ್ತು, ಹೊಸ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 60 ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ದೆನ್ ಎಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಪಿ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಮ್ ಆಫ್ 3. m of 3 equals, what is the element that needs to be inserted? 100. So that 100 will be moved to m of 3. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ m of 5ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ m of 6ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ 100 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೂವ್ ಟು m of 3. Then again n will be incremented by 1. That means initially we have 6 elements. So at this point n value becomes 7. Okay, so now we'll see the so m of 0 1 2 3 4 5 and we have another 6. so ಈಗ m of 0 ಏನಿದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 10 ಇದೆ, 20 30. ಸೊ m of 3 ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂತು ಇವಾಗ 100. ಓಕೆ. ದೆನ್ m of 4 ಮತ್ತು m of 5ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ m of 6ಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ 60. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆನ್ I is equal to 5. Okay, so when all this iteration becomes true, at that time it will going to insert the element successfully. Then I will be decremented by 1. At this time I becomes 4. I becomes 4. At that time it will going to check whether 4 is less than greater than or equal to 3. So it is true. Okay, so that it will come here. So this time I is 4. I 4 idag enagutte m of 4 plus 1 equals m of I, that is m of 4. Okay na. m of 4 plus 1 andreno m of 5 is equal to m of 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್, what we had m of 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50. so that 50 will be moved to m of 5. so ಈಗ 50 ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ m of 5ಗೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ದೆನ್ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ m of p equals element, already insert ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಯಿತಾ. so that it will not going to execute this part. again it will come here, I will be decremented to 1. at this time I value become how much? 3. okay, so I becomes 3. it will going to check it again whether 3 is greater than or equal to 3. so 3 is greater than or equal to 3 because 3 is equal to 3. so at that time it will come here, that means m of I plus 1, I ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ 4, 3 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 3 plus 1 is 4 equals m of I. m of I ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? m of 3. m of 3. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ m of 4ಗೆ ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? m of 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ m of 3? 40. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 40 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೂವ್ ಟು m of 4. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇನ್ಸರ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ m of 0ಗೆ 10 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, m of 1 20, m of 2 30. I want to insert the element 100 into third position so that this becomes here. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫೋರ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಫಿಫ್ತ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್. okay, 10 20 30 100 40 50 and 60. okay, so after successful insertion it will going to display the display function. that means we need to, it's going to take the all the value which is inserted by using get data and insertion operation. okay, so this is how insertion operation takes place. Thank you.